Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tom, I'm a makeup artist from London. Now today I want to do a disrespectfully dramatic eyeshadow because I was invited to the Suqqu Autumn Winter 22 makeup launch and I was given this. It is so beautiful. It's the Signature Colour Eyes number 117 and I cannot even get over the shades. They are so beautiful, they're so up my street. It's very autumn winter and I know that's not really the vibe right now. It is super hot and summery, but I just want to put these shadows on my eyes. So that's what we're gonna do. Because I'm wearing Suqqu on the eyes, I thought I'd do Suqqu on the skin, and I'm wearing their liquid foundation. I've talked about this a million times. It is phenomenal. Look at my skin right now. I'm suffering with eczema and breakouts and my skin looks incredible. I'm in shade 220 at the moment, which is much deeper than I would normally wear. I think I wear like something in the hundreds normally, but I think it's a perfect match for my sort of summer tan. I'm also wearing the new West Barn Co brow gel, which literally just launched today. They sent it to me earlier in the week and I've been wearing it all week. I even wore it to the gym and my brows stayed in place. It's quite different from obviously my like clear mascara thing that I normally do with the brows. It's almost like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. So it's like a set gel. And I just brush it through my eyebrows and I pop in their pencil. I've been using the shade Brew, and that's basically, I've just replaced that in my routine for this week to give it a go. And I think it works. I'm actually going to start off my eyeshadow slightly differently today. I'm going to be using a cream base and I want to try and do a halo eye. So I'm going to pop a shadow stick just on the outside corner of my eye and the inner corner of my eye. And then I'll be popping like a brighter shade in the middle. Just need to make sure, obviously with a hooded eye, you're looking straight ahead once you've popped some down, just to see the shape that you're giving, because we can't be taking or dragging my eye shape down. Hopefully you can see that there. I'm just going to the very center, the very end of my eye, sorry, and then just drawing out in sort of like an almond shape with a tiny flick up. This has to be blended pretty fast because once it sets, it's done. And I'm just taking it slightly above my crease there, but really trying to keep it in the same place. Because for a halo eye, you need darker on the outside, darker on the inside, and then brighter in the middle. And sort of whisper that over the top as well to sort of join them slightly. Hopefully you can see that shape there. It's just like slightly winged up. I've got it on the inner and the outer corner, and I'm going to take a little bit underneath the outer corner here and blend that along into the eye. It's really pigmented, this product is from Mercier, so you don't need a lot, but you do want to get that lovely sultry smoke. Now that that's down and set, I'm going to go in with the matte brown from this quad, and I'm just going to kind of go over where I've put the cream. It's just to sort of gently smoke out the edges and to add a little bit more impact in terms of the colour density. You've got to be really careful, especially if you're like me with the hooded eye. I mention this all the time, hooded and downturned. Do not change your shape with this. It is very important that you maintain your shape. It's really just about buffing out the edges and adding a little bit more colour payoff at the deepest areas. So that's the inner corner here and the outer corner here. You might want to take a smaller brush for when you're doing the bottom of your eyes. Now we haven't finished on the eyes by any means, but I just want to take a little bit of concealer because this sort of discoloration on the outside of my eye is bothering me. I think a lot of people who have downturned and hooded eyes have this little bit, you know, that sort of dark, shadowy bit in the corner. But you see, if I just take a little bit of concealer to brighten there, the shape of this eyeshadow makes so much more sense. In this palette, there's this sort of like green, brown, minky shade, and it's almost like a duochrome, but it's very subtle. In real life, I think it shows up more. I've swatched it on my hand here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell if it like, I don't know if you can see it. It looks just more browny, but basically I'm going to transition into the middle with that shade here and here on either side, and then I'm going to go in with a whacking great big bit of the green for a lovely sort of shimmery center of the lid. Just taking a teeny tiny brush, just really to ease that transition into the center of the halo. You can do that just looking gently down, and now we're going full out green in the middle. Just look at that payoff. It is absolutely gorgeous. And just buff and blend that top until it goes into nothing. Don't forget also to take this into the middle of your under eye as a little colour pop. It's a halo eye after all. And you want to keep that shine right in the middle. And because we're already here, I'm going to go in with this shimmer topper, the pink one, and just pop it on the inner corner of the eye. I love these shimmery shades. I usually use them all over the lid, especially for like evening events. That's just such an expensive shimmer from these shadows. I love them so much. But I think for an inner corner highlight with this dark smoky eye, why not? Now I know that you guys are so beyond seeing the ugly faces I make when I do eyeliner in the waterline. So I went in with Teddy Eye Kohl from MAC, and that's kind of like almost like a shimmery brown. It's like a bronzy brown, and I thought that would chime really well with the colours on the eyeshadow. And I've popped loads of mascara on. You can barely tell I've popped loads of mascara on because my eyelashes are horrible at the moment. They have absolutely no density, no thickness. This mascara that I used in my last video, the Avon one, the 5-in-1, is the best I can get out of my lashes at the moment. I think if you do lovely clumpy lashes, it will look so perfect with this. But this is as far as I can get. The skin for me is still a 12 out of 10. Suqqu always does it right. And I'm going to go in with a Rodial contouring powder. It's quite light, so I don't know if it'll even show up on my face, but I don't really want to have like a warm, bronzy like skin, because not with this. I want to have a sculpted skin. But it's a very cool grey shade, so hopefully it'll just really bring out my my cheekbones. Make me look very hungry and fashiony. It's kind of going underneath, so often when I'm doing my bronzer, you'll see I sweep it all on the top of the cheekbones and onto sort of my, like the apples. I really love like a really warm bronze cheek, but this is kind of going under, so it really highlights the hollow. I suppose highlights is the wrong word to use there, isn't it? Emphasizes. Let's call it emphasizing. Oh, it's so dramatic. I'm absolutely obsessed. And I've come here without a concealer. What is wrong with me? At least for my under eyes. I'm going to go back in from my storage in the Clarins Instant Concealer. I haven't used it in a while. I can't remember if I loved it or not, so let's hope. It's quite a pale shade, so I'm a tiny bit worried, but I really just need to brighten this inner corner a bit and take it into the nose. It's essentially just because I want to bounce back against the contour that I've created. I really want to give my face a lot of shape. I don't have a huge amount to conceal at the moment because the eyeshadow is covering all my eczema. I am going to powder a little bit just because I think I look a little bit sort of like sweaty dewy down here, not like sexy dewy. I used the the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream today as my base, which I loved, but it is just that little bit too dewy, so I do need a little bit of mattifying here. And then having said matte, I'm immediately going in with a highlighter. What am I like? Basically this one's from Dahlia. They have such cute packaging, look at that. All that nice and marbly. And I just thought I would only on the tops of my cheekbones do a teensy tiny bit of highlighting. I'm using the shade Champagne Symphony. And I just want to pop that on the tops of my cheeks. Just a teensy bit. You get a lot of highlight on the camera just because of all the beauty lights, so it tends to look like I've already got some sort of highlighter on, but for day-to-day life I'd quite like to have a little bit more. Do a little bit on my nose, maybe a little bit on the mouth. So first time I've used it, I think it's slightly, I mean it looks gorgeous, but it's slightly chunkier. It's got like a couple of flecks of glitter in there, so I don't know if I'd be super keen to use that again on the face, but I'd 100% use it on the eyes. And I don't know what this is called at all. It's from Suqqu. I think it's like a lip cream. I just want to basically nude out my lips. This is in the shade 8. It's a really brown tone, and I'm just going to take a little brush like this, and I'm going to just buff it into my lips. I just don't want my lips to be pink, because I don't think pink goes with this look very well. So this is just a brown. I have been carrying this shade in my kit for a while, but I'm yet to use it because it is very, very brown. And that's why I'm decanting it and not putting it on straight from the bullet, because it's actually part of my pro kit. Anyone who's been around this channel for a long time will have noticed that long gone are the days that you could not get me to use a lip liner. I had to put one on. I went for the Metamorphasis Velvet Longwear Lip Definer in Morocco from Emolyne Cosmetics. I've used it before a lot. I think it chimes really well with this sort of like brownie nude lip. I love it. I know I used to never ever use it, or I use it really, really naturally, but apparently I just love a big stuck on lip at the moment. So what do we think? This is a completed look. I think you can absolutely manage a halo eye if you have downturned and hooded eyes. I'm proving it right now. You just really make sure that shape is, you know, winged up at the sides. I'm in love with the color story from this eyeshadow palette. I literally was at the event and I went over to Sidra, who works for the brand, and was just like, this is what I wanted. I love these kind of like browny, greeny tones. I rarely get to wear them. I rarely get to use them, but they are so, so beautiful. And I really, really hope that I get to do some work with these colors, you know, in my actual professional makeup artist job. Maybe I'll do an editorial just on beauty, just for this, because I just think it's so sexy, it's so sultry, and it's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do ask any comments that you want down below. I try to get back to pretty much every comment I get. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love, love, love to have you back. I do loads of tips and tricks for downturned and hooded eyes. And until next time, I'll see you all again soon. Bye guys.